Hello, folks. I'm Fred McMurray, and I'm back with Ray Pillar for some more of Pillar's Principles. Hi, Ray. How are we doing today?
Good. It's a beautiful day. Of
Is
course,
it
every day is beautiful if you learn to appreciate it.
I'm always grateful for being vertical every day I wake up.
Yes,
So it's all
absolutely.
good. You remember back when why? So we won't go into
Mm,
there. So today on our do I want to start a business? We're gonna continue with questions you need to answer before you start your business. And the number one the I'll say the number one question we'll start with today is what's your unique selling point? So first for our watchers, what's a unique selling point?
Well, if you're starting a business, there's an assumption here that you're going to be selling something. Not necessarily. I mean, you could be starting a manufacturing company, but you end up still selling something if you're manufacturing something. All right, so unique selling point. And when I first heard that term, the thought that immediately cropped up in my head is the 15-second elevator speech. Are you familiar with that, Fred?
Yeah, I've done 15-second. I used to make people do, or sometimes still do, 5 to 7 words because if they take
Mhm.
more than 5 to 7 words, people forget.
So whatever the unique selling point is, it should be at the tip of your tongue, and you should kind of think about what is it? What are you going to tell people that is unique about your product, whatever that may be. So I certainly think that, uh, and it should be unique is the key word here. I think in my case, going back, thinking back when I first started the business, my thoughts were running in the area of being able to provide the type of managerial service to my customers. Now, so not just the service itself, but the processes involved in it. So you start with simply answering the phone when it rings. Now that may sound like a simple thing, but uh, it's amazing how many vendors I call and you have to leave a message. And then if you leave a message, they don't call you back. you know. So I wanted to make sure that if someone called me, we picked up on the first or second ring, and that we provided them with a solution to a problem if they had a problem, and a time frame in which to solve that problem. So if they said we didn't do something right, our solution would be to send someone back out, and when we would do that. So if you do that, if you do that, then you're pretty much golden as far as the rest of your competition, because it's truly amazing how many people simply don't even answer the phone.
These days, it's amazing how many phone calls you get. It's pure crap, but we won't go into that topic. Right. So, and I've been obviously been in business for a long time, and I understand the unique selling point. Um, I guess the argumentative part of me always uh objects to the word unique
Hmm.
because um everybody can't be unique. So in other words, all the marketing firms out there, they're not all different. They are all different from each other because they're different people, but that's not necessarily a unique selling point of, well, we're a marketing company with Fred, although some may argue that.
Hmm.
So are you really unique, or is it more of the um I get it's how I'm different. I just have an issue with the word unique. So maybe that's how we leave it.
I think I mean, I may use the wrong words here, but from a macro perspective, in other words, a wide perspective, probably not. You're providing otherwise marketing, it's all encompassing. It's many, many things, but you become unique in how you accomplish it and how you interface with your customers. So that's what makes it unique.
Look at Ray tying it in there. Nice job, my friend. All right. So you also, in that answer, kicked off the next question, which is how will I market my business? We've talked about a marketing strategy before. I like the one of call Fred. But what things should you contemplate in your marketing strategy?
Well, I think, as we had discussed in previous episode, that it's changed a lot. And when I started, it was definitely phone books and mail pieces. It has changed to that basically nobody uses phone books any longer. So you have to be on internet. You have to you have to be there, and it has become quite complex on the internet. So you just can't wing it yourself these days. You're going to have to hire an expert. And I think I'm looking at one. Am I?
He's a dude you hired a long time ago, and we're still here. So yeah, you are looking at one.
So yes, definitely. If you have no inclinations on how that all works, definitely hire someone. And just stepping back just a little bit, it's the same thing with I mentioned about answering the phone. Obviously, you cannot be there 100% of the time to answer the phone. So at the very least, you would hire an answering service. So I don't think it's that expensive to do that, and then of course beyond that, you hire people to answer the phone during normal working hours. So it's the same thing with marketing. You need to hire the people who know how to do it, and as well as you need to be comfortable with that person.
Ooh, that's actually a really good. That's actually that last point. I think is something that most people don't seem to contemplate ahead of time. Is being able to be, I guess the old phrase, which makes me a boomer, simpatico with your marketing group.
Mm.
You have to understand that what they're saying, they have to understand what you saying. You got to get along and feel,
Mm-hmm.
which I think a whole lot of folks don't. But okay, so then the last topic I want to catch for this segment is pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if it's a product you're selling, there's raw materials that go into it. There's effort that, creation time, effort, transportation time. With services, it gets a bit harder because the costs are more malleable. So how have you gone about pricing your services and or products?
Well, going stepping back to products, that's pretty easy. You just take a look at what the competition is doing, and that's assuming you're selling the same widget that everybody else is selling. Uh, if your widget is different, then you need to justify a price increase. If your widget is you're simply trying to increase sales, then you want to undercut the competition. Now, with a service, what are you? If you want to increase the price over your competition, it has to be you have to offer something. Okay, if you're looking for the way I decided to price my product was being slightly higher than my competition because I don't want my clients to think that I'm a cheap service. In other words, are we going to cut corners? No, we're not. We offer a service that is superior to everyone else. So we're slightly, now you can't obviously overdo that. So we're just a little bit higher, than the competition around us. And you need to do surveys. You need to find out what is the competition. You need to give the competition a call and ask them what their pricing is and how they price it.
So this goes back into, I guess, one of the earlier topics of how I'll market my business and my unique selling point, and understanding what the competition is, as what the competition's doing, so it can give guidance to what you're doing. In other words, if everybody's, at the McDonald's level pricing, you better have something different if you're going to be,
Now, nowadays, when you say McDonald's, does that mean the McDonald's today, which is about 10 times higher than the McDonald's 2 years ago?
That's a real fair point. I actually saw something like 2019, a Big Mac was something or other, and like,
Yeah,
now it's like 9, and I'm like,
yeah, your jaw drops. Exactly.
it's a Big Mac. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't want to drop $50 for a family of four going to McDonald's. I mean,
and you will. Yeah, yeah, it's
I don't go.
outrageous.
That's why I don't go to McDonald's anymore, other than, what was it? Change back from your dollar. Man, I'm old. Okay. So we'll be back next time on Pillars Principles with answering more questions on how to start your business with Ray Pillar. See you next time, Ray.
Bye.